Hey everyone, how's it going? UCS Productions or Adam here, back for another video. Now today we are going to be talking about decals. Now the reason for that being is over the course of the last 5 months I've been in contact with a man called Brickfreek, and for those of you who don't know, he is a very professional decaler and he does commissions essentially, and he was doing a really good deal, and I just heard about him recently through a couple of other people through the YouTube space that I know, and they've used him multiple times before and they said he was fantastic. So I checked out his Instagram page, and by God, he was actually really good. So I decided to place an order with him. Now, that order was for 16 Lego minifigures. Guys, I said 16. That is crazy. At the time, I didn't actually realize it. It started off being 11, and then I bought 5 more off him at an auction about a month later. So I wanted to get some really cool figures, and I'd never at this point done decaling or really known much about it. So I thought, let's go hard or go home kind of thing. And so I thought I'd get a bunch of 501st members that Lego have never made, because unfortunately with the only official Lego Star Wars 501st member we got was Captain Rex, and although he's an incredible figure, I really wish that they had done more, to be honest. And I think decaling, from what I learned, is one of those ways where you can really expand your army and get some really cool named clone troopers, and just more characters for things like mocks or displays and things like that. So I decided to get a bunch of 501st figs. I got, in the end, the full Bad Batch squad, and I got 5 other minifigures from a really cool legion, and you guys are going to have to wait till the end of the video to find out what they are, but you are going to want to stick around because they are incredible, and I cannot wait to show you them. They are from a very interesting legion, I would say, something that not many people thought about up until recently. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned for those. Anyway guys, without further ado, I want to get onto the main section of the video, and that is, I just really want to give you a quick look at all of the different minifigures and probably give you a rough estimate of how much I paid for each one and the lump sum of them. So let's get straight into it. I'd just like to take a few moments to say thank you all so much for watching my videos and content. I really hope you're enjoying them, and guys, if you are, please be sure to hit that like button because it really helps the channel and the algorithm and all that silly stuff. Also, be sure to head over to the channel and see if it's worth subscribing for more future content on mocks, custom figs, Lego Star Wars figs, Clone Army videos and unboxings and much more. Anyway guys, back to the video. So first up, here we have Dogma. Now this guy is a really cool member of the 501st, and these are all 360-degree prints, by the way guys. I just thought I'd mention that now so I don't have to do it every single time, but I love the fact that all the detailing on all of these figs is just so like perfect and spot on. So I don't actually need this figure necessarily for any mocks right now, but I just think he's a really cool figure of the 501st to have in my collection. Next up we have Appo. Now what I actually did with this guy is I just got Brickfreek to decal me the helmet and the arms, because the body of Appo is actually basically just the same as any normal 501st trooper, if I'm correct. So I'd actually just use one of my 2020 style clone troopers, as you can see there, and I just put the decaled arms and head on there, and I think that turned out really nicely. Next up we have Tup. Now one of the things I love about Tup is just the simplicity of his detailing. He just has the 2 blue stripes there on his legs and the 2 blue stripes on his arms, and the really cool teardrop on under his left eye and his left arm there. And oh, it's actually on both of his arms, to be fair, my mistake. But yeah, that's Tup. Here we have Kix. Now Kix is a really cool figure because he actually lasts all the way through to season 7, and he has some really cool detailing too. He is actually the medic for the 501st, and he has saved plenty of lives throughout his time on the show. And he actually has this really cool backpack as well, which Brickfreek even decaled a little medical badge onto, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, he's got some really nice markings, and I love the head print there. Next up we have ARF Trooper Boomer. Now again, this isn't necessarily a figure that I really needed, but I've always just loved the ARF Troopers. They are actually, the P1 ARF Trooper is probably in my top 3 favourite LEGO Star Wars clones in all time. I just think the helmet is so neat and it looks really cool, especially when they're riding those AT-RTs. I can imagine this actually would have been a very difficult one for him to decal as well. So yeah, that is ARF Trooper Boomer. I also didn't actually notice until quite recently, he has this like strap that goes down the side here, which is quite nifty. I just want to say before I show you this next figure, this will be the last 501st figure, and he technically isn't canon because although this is a real character, he never actually made it to Phase 2, but this is Phase 2 ARC Trooper Danelle, and I actually saw this on a LEGO auction a very long time ago, and ever since I've been obsessed with getting this figure. I just think the print on his chest and legs is phenomenal, and it was really hard to find because he's a very rare decal to find, to be honest, especially as he's not like a canon one. And I actually had to go to a different seller for this. All of these figures are from AV Figures, I believe, and we had to go to Teo Customs, I think it is, to get this. It was quite difficult, but we got there in the end. And guys, I just think this figure is insane. He is definitely one of my favourite, although even though, like I said, he's not actually canon. This is Scorch, and he is the sniper from the Bad Batch, and this guy was fantastic. I got all 5 members of the Bad Batch decaled as a bunch from Brickfreek. Like I said, I got them from an auction. I think I paid about £92.50 for all of these. Here we have Tech, and I couldn't believe how phenomenal the detail was on this either. His visor actually does move up and down, which is also really cool. Unfortunately, none of these guys have face prints, but I would like to change that at some point in the future. Again, with the Little Republic insignia on the backpack there was really cool, and I'm really happy with these figures. I actually did need these figures for my latest mock that I'm currently doing, which is a mock of the battle on Anaxis. It's the first time we ever actually see the Bad Batch appear in the Clone Wars. So next up we have Hunter here, and he comes with this really cool little gold knife. Not too much to say, again, just with like a really cool print. So I really love his helmet design that they gave him. Now, one of the cool things about this is I actually got this just before the Bad Batch shuttle was announced. Next up here we have Wrecker. By the way, what I love about these specific ones is they actually all have their own custom molded helmets, which you don't actually find. A lot of people, even doing the custom ones, aren't using the specific helmet mold. So this is going to be a really nice comparison video for me, because I will be getting a Bad Batch shuttle, even though it's terribly sand blue. I'll probably just recolor it. Now, I did sort of lie because I told you there weren't any 501st members more. He is an incredible figure, and I was amazed to see that Brickfreek was actually able to get that bionic arm. I'll just try and show you that up close a bit. But that looks so good. I don't know how he did that so perfectly, but genuinely really pleased. And I'm really happy to just have all these figures in my collection in general. I can't wait to make my next Clone Army video. Anyway, guys, without further ado, I promised you an incredible showdown at the end, so we will get to that right now. That's right, guys, we have the famous 187th Squadron here. In the centre we have Captain or Commander Vertex. I can't fully remember which one it is, but this is Vertex. Either side of him we have 2 specialists, and then either side of them we have 2 shadow troopers. Now these guys just looked immense. Honestly, I've wanted 187th troopers for absolutely ages. I've seen 1 or 2 people in the community with like a couple of CAC ones with like the old style head, and then there are some fake ones flying around, but I thought to myself, do you know what, I'm happy to wait. I want the best 187th Squadron that there is going. So guys, I bring you the Death Squad, the 187th Death Squad. Now I'll give you guys a quick look up close. I hope you enjoyed the little picture thing that I did there. So we will start off with Vertex. I believe I'm saying that right. And I just absolutely love his helmet decaling there. And on the right shoulder, the Republic Signia. I think that looks really cool. And I had to get cloths with all of these guys, obviously, just because I wanted them to be decked out. But yeah, this is Vertex. I'll give you one quick look again at that. I won't bother showing you guys all 5 because obviously 2 of these guys are the same, but these are the specialists, and they are all different. They're all like fully custom, and you can get like normal ones of these, where like the Jonak Toys ones and things. But I really wanted to get like the most detailed, proper, high class quality 187th troopers there are out there, and I think this is genuinely as close as it gets, to be honest, to printed quality. I haven't even seen these guys in a printed form like this. Last up, guys, what I wanted to save till the last point of the video, just because I've always wanted a Shadow Trooper as well anyway. On Clone Army Customs and like auctions and resale sites and stuff like that, I've always looked at the Shadow Troopers, and I think that this guy's great because it also reminds me of the Shadow Arf Trooper that we got in that poly bag all those years ago. This is the Shadow Trooper full coverage, guys. I mean, this is just out of this world. I cannot imagine how hard it was to decal these guys. And if I'm honest, I think these are probably some, like the best figures in the bunch as well. Like, he has done these to absolute perfection. I know I keep saying that throughout the video, guys, but I'm going to allow it just for this one video. And I kind of feel bad because he's actually been waiting for quite some time now to post a video or a couple of pictures of all of these, but I wanted to wait and make the video a proper good detailed video and do all these figures justice, just because I really feel like these figures deserve to see the limelight and for you guys to see it. And I think Brickfreek deserves a lot of recognition. As always, I hope you guys had a great time watching this video and you got some great value out of it. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of all the different minifigures and which ones I should get next. I did actually calculate how much it cost for all of these. It was about £320 altogether for all 16 of these figs, and that was on a Black Friday deal as well, guys. So I got a really good deal, and with the Bad Batch being £92.50, I mean, that was a steal in itself. So massive thanks and appreciation to Brickfreek, and again to all you guys out there. Head over to the channel and see if it's worth subscribing. I'll put a link thingy in the section down below here, and I hope to see you guys very soon in the next video or stream. Without further ado, guys, peace out.